Welcome to Nostology. We are your hosts. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Shelley.
And Shelley, what are we talking about today?
I have no idea. Please tell me what we're talking about today.
I'm surprising Shelley.
Surprise.
We had a few questions from clients and listeners that really weren't going to have content for an entire episode. So just thought we would kind of do a quick Q&A.
Well, okay. So, let's see what these surprise questions are.
First one is, I'm worried about dings to my credit. Want to buy a house soon, but don't want to hurt my credit more. So
I hear this one a lot.
Yep.
I hear this one a lot. So do you want to answer that? No.
I'll leave that to our lender.
Yeah, I'll take care of that. So the quick answer would be we can do a soft pull, which doesn't impact your credit at all.
Yeah.
In fact, we see that more and more. People are very concerned, right? And understandably about their credit. But just so you know, a hard credit pull, typically, as long as you're not applying for a whole bunch of new credit, like all at the same time, you're really not going to see much of a difference. It might, impact your score, 1 to 3 points. It's really not a big deal.
And then it'll bounce back.
So also the credit bureaus, they know if you're, for example, shopping for a car or shopping for a mortgage. So if you're doing that all within 30 to 45 days, you're really not going to see a big difference. But I do recommend the soft pull is probably the way to go to start off with. And then, once you do get under contract to buy a house, we do need to pull the hard credit pull at that time. But the soft pull is actually a really good option for that.
Especially if you're really in the early stages and you don't know what you can qualify for, what your payments will be. So if you're really just trying to get bare minimum, like information, that's a good way to go about it.
It really is, because when we do the hard pull, it's good for 120 days.
Yeah.
So if you might be buying after that, the soft pull is that's enough to go ahead and, do a pre-approval, pre-qualification, get a really good idea. We still pull from all 3 bureaus.
Yeah.
So chances are it's going to be really, really close to what your actual scores are, because we're pulling from all 3 bureaus. Unless, there are some lenders that might do a soft pull and they might only pull from 1 bureau. That could be a little scary for me, because I don't know what's showing on the other 2 bureaus. So I tend to pull all 3 on the soft pull.
Yeah.
And we have not seen any problems with that when we pull the hard pull. It's been very, very similar.
Perfect.
Next.
The next one I'll answer, but is it a buyer's or seller's market? So it's what I'm getting a lot right now. Okay, technically, what defines a buyer's or seller's market, if we have what we call 6 months of inventory, is where we're balanced. If it's less than 6 months of inventory, it's a seller's market. More than 6 months is buyer's. How that's calculated or what that number means, if it's 6 months of inventory, it means it will take 6 months for what's on the market right now to sell, based on demand versus supply. So right now, most of DFW is like a 4-month supply. If you're closer into the Metroplex, like Tarrant County, Denton County, Collin County, we're seeing more like 3 months of supply. And farther out, from town, it's getting a little bit more. But technically, those are still seller's market, but it's pretty slow right now. We're seeing 60 to 90 days on the market for homes that are listed. So it's not awful. It's not what we saw before, where it's only a couple days for houses to sell. And buyers have some negotiating power. There's not bidding wars on houses right now. Buyers can usually negotiate some on the price or closing costs.
Personally,
I love it too.
I'm sorry, but I do, because you know why? I get contracts in and the sellers are paying for some closing costs, which is really helpful on the buying side, right? So I work with buyers. Sorry.
No, I love it for my buyers. And I mean, it's not horrible for sellers. This isn't where you're sitting for years. This isn't like 2008, 2009, 10, where houses didn't sell for a year. But for buyers to be able to have time to make a decision, I'm seeing a ton of second showings. I'll have a couple, come through one of my listings on a Monday, and then on Thursday they come back again. Maybe they bring mom and dad this time, bring the kids to take a look. They're having a chance to make an educated decision instead of rushing through things.
Right. Which is goes so fast where they don't even have time to think.
We had a lot of buyer remorse. We had a lot of deals fall through just because people made such rash decisions and ended up under contract on a house that really didn't work. So just an idea of inventory that we have versus houses going under contract in January, which January is always slower. We're going to start picking up in the spring market, but
March is right around the corner.
I know, it's going to be here before you know it. January, we saw 8,000. This is for all of DFW, including, surrounding counties, but 8,000 homes went under contract and there were 15,000 new listings. So double the amount of new homes coming on versus the houses that went under contract. So buyers have a lot more choices right now, and just be ready that it's going to take a little bit longer to sell.
Excellent. Excellent. But stop complaining about the rates because I can't do anything about it.
We had someone the other day, they thought it was your fault. They were so mad at you.
Yes, I cannot. I wish I had that kind of power, but I don't control it. But it is what it is. Just always remember, the house is the big part of the transaction, right? Getting that for a lower price, in my opinion, is better than getting or waiting for the lowest interest rate. Because when the rates do drop, the house prices are going to go up.
Yep.
So the house is what stays, as far as the purchase price. That's what the mortgage is based off of. And yes, obviously the rate is a part of that, but it's not permanent. Promise, I'll call you to refinance when rates drop.
Yes.
So you may not be in that, 7% range forever.
Well, I mean, we had people back in end of 2022 when rates started to go up. People back then were saying, we're going to wait for the rates to come back down.
It's been 2 years.
3.
What, 3 years now?
It's almost 3 years.
Oh my gosh, it has been.
We saw the shift in the market spring of 2022. So
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So you could have been waiting 3 years and still been paying rent this whole time and your rent would have gone up. So
all that missed out equity.
Yeah. So
bye now.
Next
refinance later.
Right. Next question for you.
Okay.
I think you know who this is. Well, I've had 2 of these lately. Oh. I don't like who my mortgage was sold to. Can I change it?
Oh.
You know both of them.
Goodness. Yes. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't have control after the fact.
Yeah.
Okay. So when a mortgage can be sold, I will tell you, I'm glad you brought this up because actually it's kind of a cool thing Fairway's starting to do.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh. About.
So this was not planned.
Was perfect time. This was not planned at all. I had no idea what the questions were going to be, but I do have an option for Fairway to retain the servicing.
I knew that you guys did. I know it's not something that was part of the norm.
We are actually working on to the point where we will be at some point, I can't tell you all the details, servicing all of our loans. So it'll be done within Fairway.
Oh.
And Fairway people, which are phenomenal.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because people do complain about it. They have fabulous service, through the process. They get sold. They don't like their mortgage servicer. Unfortunately, once they're sold to another entity, we don't have any control over that, unfortunately.
And they can be sold multiple times. It can continue to be resold.
But, when you do, for example, refinance, you do start over again. So hopefully we'll have the opportunity to refinance quite a few people out of their mortgage servicers and drop an interest rate in the near future. And I do have the option to keep it. It's called servicing retained, which means we are holding on to the servicing. We're not selling it.
Right.
There's 2 different options when it comes to servicing. Most investors, I say would be, it's called servicing released, which means they're releasing the servicing to another company. Fairway is heading toward a direction of servicing retained because we want that, that same quality of service that we provide on the front end to be through the life of the loan.
Yeah.
And so that just came up. So how about that? Great question.
Okay. It really feels like this was like a setup,
It really wasn't. I had no idea when we were going to talk about it.
I had no idea that had changed. So,
I haven't told you that yet because it's not official. So, but I guess it is now.
So we're making it official. Yeah, because we've had a few and they've gotten sold off to companies where the customer service sucks. They sit on hold. And I get it. A lot of these servicers, they are difficult to work with. I have a mortgage. I have 2 mortgages. So I get it. The servicers are not always great, but people are asking lately, can we decide who it gets sold to, or can we ask that it doesn't get sold to a certain person? So just talk, if you're buying a house or refinancing, talk to Shelly or to whoever you're doing your loan through and find out, just ask if it's going to be sold or if it is going to be retained. Now, if it does get sold, they can't say, don't sell it to
we can't do that.
XYZ company.
I do have the option. I have some people that say, for example, I bank with Wells Fargo. I would like it to stay with Wells Fargo. I can sell the loan to Wells Fargo.
Okay.
But
you can't say, don't sell it to.
I can't. Right. Exactly. Now, the distinction is because I have multiple channels that I'm looking at. So I'm looking at whoever has the best rates.
Okay.
And so if I'm looking for the best rates, it may not be the Wells Fargo option.
Yeah.
If you want me to go with Wells Fargo, I can do that. And I'll tell you, here's the difference in what the rate might be, because typically they're not the ones necessarily with the lowest rate options for me. But I can definitely do a Chase, a Wells Fargo. We sell to Citi. Just different entities.
Now, would they be able to communicate to, say it's Wells Fargo, that they don't want it to ever be sold off because you could be with them for a few years and then Wells Fargo might package up some and sell it.
That's a question for Wells Fargo.
Okay. That's what I was getting at. I kind of figured as much, but yeah, you have to be prepared because sometimes it does get sold again. In a few years, you might get a notice that they've sold it off to a different company. So
absolutely.
Yeah, just find out, ask those questions up front, especially if that is a concern for you to keep it at a certain place. So
yes. Yeah. Great question.
Yes. Oh, my last one that I have. My online estimate says my house is worth X amount. Why are you or my other agent telling me that it is not worth that much? So these online sites, it's something I see a lot when I go to meet with sellers. They're like, well, I thought it was worth this because I saw it online on one of these sites. The sites that offer you
the capital Z.
That's a common one, but there are others.
Okay.
But so Zillow, Zestimate, that's what we're getting at. That is one of the most common ones because Zillow is such a popular site. Sure. But guys, first of all, Texas is a non-disclosure state. I think we've talked about that before. It means that it's not public record what a house sells for. So they have some data on what houses are listed for, how quickly they're selling, and they can maybe get a range. It's not always accurate because they don't have all the closing data. Mm-hmm. Now, the other thing to think about is what are they doing with your information when you submit a request to get more information about that home price. So it says your estimate for your home value is this, and you click here to get more information. A lot of these sites, they make money by selling your information off to agents, lenders, providers. They make their money that way. They're selling leads. So are you more likely to click on that link if it says a great number that's really exciting? If they tell you your house is worth less, then you're less likely to click on it to get more information. So they do benefit by making sure that that is an attractive number. It's just like the sites that say, we'll buy your home cash, here's an offer. They're going to put a good number out there to begin with. So just know that, understand who you're working with here and what they might do with your information. So that's all I have to say about it. Talk to an expert who can get you real numbers, who is not selling your information. Go based off of the numbers.
Always talk to an expert.
Yep.
Basically, that's what I'm going to say about that.
And be careful clicking on those when you do, because I hear it a lot, tons of spam around buying and selling. So if you click get more information on a house or on that home value, I did it by accident one time. I was looking at a for sale by owner that was listed on Zillow, and I meant to click on the button to contact the owner, and I clicked the lender button above it.
Oh,
I had 1,000 lenders call me.
Oh, those darn lenders.
I know. You're not one of them. You don't buy leads on Zillow.
I do not, no.
I don't either. So it's going to put your information out there. So if you're trying to reduce the amount of spam that you're getting and how much your information is getting out there, talk to a real estate agent directly.
Yes. Don't click the button online.
All right. Well, that's all I had for our questions today.
That's it. So, should we talk about the price of eggs?
Price of eggs. That's awful.
I know.
Well, I can't get any good eggs. I normally get the farm fresh, organic.
Yeah.
I get the good eggs, and all those are gone.
We were talking earlier about the farmers markets opening up, and I was like curious about when they are opening in Flower Mound. I don't know yet. I need to check it out.
I think Flower Mound always says April, but Denton does March, and there are people who sell eggs. So I'm going to go.
Well, I got some eggs.
Yes.
I got some fresh farm eggs from Jenny on my team. She was a sweetheart the last time I saw her recently. And I got free eggs.
Jenny.
I know.
Are you listening?
Yeah, exactly. Jessica needs some eggs now.
I do. And I like
okay, I'll bring my own carton. Save your carton.
Oh, I do. So next time I see you, Jenny, I want some eggs, please.
I know. They're so good. Oh my gosh. I've been eating them all this week.
Yeah. I hope this starts to improve soon because it's awful not being able to find eggs at the store.
Well, I know. I have to actually make a trip, out to the store because, I order my groceries online.
I do too.
And Whole Foods does not have eggs in stock to be delivered. I can go to the store and pick them up. I'm like, God, I got to go to the store now. I got so spoiled after COVID. I just have my groceries delivered.
Yeah. Well, and my shoppers, they've been telling me as soon as they pick up the order, like it says someone started shopping, they message me and they go, eggs are hard to get, right? Just get whatever you can.
I know, but then I got crappy eggs one time. That was all that was left, and they were, I'm really picky about my eggs. Too. They have to be organic, pasture raised, grass fed, all this stuff. And I had walked into, and I'm going to just not mention the name of the grocery store, but they had eggs, but they were the gross eggs.
Yeah.
They
No.
were like the super, like, the real light color.
I know the light
You know what
yolks
I'm
and
talking about? Not like the gold, but like super
pale, very pale.
very pale. And I'm like, it just grossed me out.
Yep.
Sorry, I can't eat them. So hopefully the price of eggs comes down and we get this, whatever it is, avian
Bird flu gone
under control.
so we can get our eggs again.
Always something fun.
Oh, you want to talk about what we're doing tomorrow?
Ooh, yes, let's do that.
We are going to go find out our colors.
Colors, as in, like, what are we? Like spring, fall, winter? Is that what
Yes,
we're doing?
yes. It's that. So it's
Color
based on,
matching or something?
right. Find out what season we are and what
Yeah.
colors look good on
So
us.
if anybody wants to guess what we are, we'll let you know.
Yes. Let's do that. Everybody should make a guess and then we'll
Maybe
reveal
they
it.
don't know what we look like.
We'll post a picture.
Oh, okay.
Ew. Did you say ew?
Ew, I'm like, not today.
I have plenty of pictures of us.
I know. It's like, oh, it's going to be kind of fun. It's going to help me clean out my closet.
I'm so bad about guessing it though, because every time I see those videos on like Instagram or something, they show it and they're like, which blue looks best on her? And I'm like, well, that looks good, but that looks good. And now
I don't know. I guess we need the expert. So we're going to have this. Yeah,
it's going to be a fun little
fun time to go get color matched and have. But yeah, Jessica was telling me today, okay, you don't wear makeup, all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
having a hard time. You have to go in, you have to be clean faced so they can see your natural skin
I just thought
tone.
they were going to tell me what color of clothes to wear.
Yes, but that has to do with
I'm gonna be getting rid of half my closet. Unless I'm not getting rid of the black stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not. I love to wear black.
Hopefully
She
black
might
will
tell
be.
me not to wear black.
I know I shouldn't do black. I like black. Black is a good, easy color to wear.
Isn't that like a neutral?
But I notice in pictures, I look really washed out because I'm so pale. I look washed out with black.
Okay, well,
So
I don't know. I feel like I look good in black. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't. I feel like my hair pops and I show up.
Yeah.
If I wear white, I blend right into that.
see, white, I think looks better on me. So
Well, I guess we're going to find out.
my face looks brighter when it's when I see a picture. I notice it better in pictures. When I put it on, I don't notice, but I'll notice with black, I look very pale, but with white, my face looks very glowy.
Well, okay. So
We'll see.
what are you guessing you are then? I don't even know what the options are, to be honest. I just feel like
It's seasons.
I'm a fall. I'm a fall. I'm going to say
Autumn.
that. I'm an autumn.
I think I'm spring.
Okay.
But we'll see. Let the expert decide.
I know. We'll
I'll post a picture and I'll let everybody see what they think we are and get some guesses in there.
Oh, yeah. How fun is that?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay, so that'll be on our social media.
Okay.
So Facebook and Instagram, Nestology Podcast.
Well, thank you for joining us, where we hope you make the best of your nest.
Bye.
Bye.